Welcome to Busso's Design Fix, where today we're reviewing the design of the Audi e-tron GT, a four-door full electric grand tourer designed to compete with the likes of sister car Porsche Taycan and the Tesla Model S. Conceptually, four-door GTs aren't easy cars to get right. Without eliminating all rear passenger space, it can be hard designing a pleasing side and rear quarter views. The Taycan is the perfect example of these challenges. From the side it looks too stretched and stale in the middle section, and the rear end appears to just drop off instead of having a firm behind. On top of that, EVs today compete heavily on sufficient range, so aerodynamics play a big role in the design. Audi have proven before they can make stunning four-door GTs with the A5 and A7, so let's see if Audi nailed it with their first full electric four-door GT. At the front we see a very recognizable Audi family face with the ever prominent single frame grille and the closely connected sleek headlights. It looks powerful, glued to the tarmac, aggressive yet stylish. Interesting detail is the hood, which instead of a power bulge hinting towards a big engine hiding underneath it, has an indent hinting towards not much being there. Perhaps you can still get a luggage bulge when you stuff too much in the frunk. But I'm not impressed with how Audi is moving the single frame grille into the EV era. It's clear that Porsche and Tesla have an easier life here, not bothered by a history of front-engined cars. Audi is sticking with the grille frame, but it's struggling to make it a meaningful and coherent piece of the designs, not only in this EV. The frame itself is pretty nicely integrated into the front, connecting even the outsides of the light units. But with that we now have a huge grille frame, but no grille to fit it. Instead we get this plasticky protruding inner piece with a honeycomb pattern to break the surface. Depending on the light and color of the car, it looks okay, or it looks a bit like a fish. On the sides then the car looks amazing. I think they've done a proper job at integrating a second pair of doors into a coupe-like design. There's no fatigue of any sorts in any of the horizontal lines. The roofline declines at the right point and at the right angle, and it looks to have a proper coupe behind. So all good then at the side view? Well, I think there are 2 points of improvement here. The muscles over the wheel arches look great, but the rear ones stand out too much from the hips. By making the crease so sharply inward, they may have helped the aerodynamics, but it's not visually pleasing. And I'm in two minds about the wide body kit like air duct behind the front wheels. On the one hand they are a nice racy feature, but the execution could have been better. Perhaps by making it a bit taller to hit the higher horizontal line, or by giving it a bit more bodywork contouring to make it look less like an awkward panel gap. At the back we again find a very clean yet powerful design, which is very much in sync with the rest of the car. On the top of the trunk we find a little wing-like plateau, of which the design syncs nicely with the frunk. I would have loved to see a firmer rear end though. It has a slightly downward arc instead of the usual upward arc, which would have given it a more powerful look. When the rear wing is raised, the overall profile of the car actually improves. It then looks more planted on the road. At the bottom part, they behaved well with a clean design and a not too dominant diffuser. Overall then, Audi has designed a properly good looking GT, once again proving their skills in crafting four-door coupe-like designs. I think Audi has work to do in defining an appealing family front, as the single frame grille looks like a dead-end street. Also, there are a few areas where the aerodynamics compromise the design to attain a competitive range. So it's not a perfect GT, but still one of the best looking cars in the segment. The rating comes down to a solid 8.1. Let's hope for EV technology to develop quickly so the next generation can become truly great without compromise. Want to see what it looks like without aero compromises? Or do you have any ideas for Audi's future face? Let me know if you want to see an alternative take on this design in the comments below. If there's enough demand, I'll make a render and an aero uncompromising version of it. Please hit the like button if you like this video and subscribe to stay tuned for future design fixes.